Hi everybody and welcome back to Dragon Eye Creations. If you're new here, my name is Laurel and I love to create. And of course, one of my favorite things to create is gnomes. And today we are going to create this really cute little ramen noodle gnome. He is so cute. I am so happy with him. Today we're going to get to create our little gnome. We're going to play with some polymer clay. We are also going to play with a little bit of UV resin. So lots of mixed media in this little guy today. It's so much fun. So I can't wait to share it with you guys. So let's get started. All right, we're going to start off by just using some Gorilla Gel glue, and we're going to glue together some of these Jenga blocks that you just get from Dollarama or Dollar Tree. And we're going to glue together first 3 straight across this way. And you can see there I also have a ceramic little bowl. That is the inspiration for this whole project. I got that at Walmart. It's just a tiny little finger bowl. I just saw it and thought it looked like a little tiny ramen noodle bowl. Then we're going to take a couple of these other Jenga blocks and glue them the opposite direction on the bottom. For the legs here, so you don't need a lot of this Gorilla Gel glue. It works really quick. You can use any glue, but I just like this one because it works really quick and it's very strong. Then we're going to take a paintbrush and just some dark brown paint, and I'm just going to start painting this, but I'm going to use lots of water with it. So wet it right down, wetting the wood down, then add a little paint. And we're going to paint the whole thing this way, making sure we keep wetting it down as we go. And once we are completely done painting that piece, we are going to then move on to our wooden disc. This is just a wooden disc that I got also. They come in a pack of 3, I believe, at Dollarama. And I'm just going to first coat that with some water, get it nice and wet. And then I'm going to go in some burnt sienna paint. And we're just going to cover this whole disc with our burnt sienna. I wasn't too sure if I really liked this color at first, but I decided I did after a while. It grew on me. Just covering the whole disc again. And then we're also going to just make sure we do our edges. Next, we're going to move on to some chopsticks here. So these are just some wooden skewers that I'm going to cut the very pointy tips off of, just so it's a little more rounded, so it looks more like a chopstick. And then we're going to go in with some brown paint once again. And we're just going to paint the top part here, just all around. And then we will trim those up to the length we want them to be for our chopsticks. Then we're going to move on to our polymer clay. I'm going to be using this pasta roller here. It is very low in the camera, but we're just going to roll it out first. And then I moved it onto the spaghetti part of the roller. And we just made some little tiny spaghetti strands here. And I just started kind of pulling them apart and putting them into the bowl. I did decide this looked a little too thick and stuck together, so I ended up redoing it. So here I just put some on the chopsticks. You can see I just kind of wound it in between the two. Now I'm just going to make some looser strands here. I like this a lot better. Just kind of separating it, putting them randomly in there. Next, we're going to move on to our hands. For that, we're using some black polymer clay. I'm just going to make some like little teardroppy kind of shapes here. I did decide I had a little too much, so cut that off. And then we're going to make a little cut for our thumb, roll that out, so you smooth out the edges on both sides there. And then we're going to curl this one up so he can hold some chopsticks. Next, we'll make the other one. Same thing, make sure you're doing it the opposite direction. I am really famous for making them both the same direction. I have done this many times, so make sure. And then just roll it out, smooth it out again. Make a little hole in the bottom to put our wires later. I did kind of just curl it up on the bottom of our baking sheet there. I'm going to add a little bacon bond to attach those chopsticks. And then you can see I just kind of curled it up on the bottom of the baking sheet so it can kind of mimic how it will go into the bowl later. Then I rolled up some green polymer clay, made some little tiny balls and attached. And I just added those randomly in with our ramen noodles there. And I did the same thing with orange, only these ones I kind of made slices and kind of smoothed it out a little bit so it's a little bit flatter. And we're going to bake that at 130 degrees for 45 minutes. Next, we're going to grab a 10 by 6 inch piece of black plush blanket fabric is what I'm using here. And we're using a pool noodle that is 4 by 3 1/4. And I'm just going to glue down the one side as you see, add some glue, attach your pool noodle, roll it up, then some more glue to finish it off at the bottom. And then some glue all around the bottom area to tuck it down all around. Make sure you push it nice and tight. Same thing at the top, some glue, and just push it in there nice and tight. Next, we're going to start on our coat, and for that we are using one 10-inch circle. This again is just some red plush blanket that I had, so I just cut that out. We're going to fold that in half, and then in half again. And then just on the one side there, just cut it right to the center. Fold those two pieces down. Then we're going to take one hair foam roller, remove our plastic pieces at the end and our wire from the center, fold it in half, make a little cut, and we're going to stick those pieces inside our folds of our circle there. And now for our trim, this is a 2 by 32 inch piece of black minky that I'm using, and I'm just going to hot glue down the one side and then glue it down to the back, fold it over. Same thing on the other side so that they meet up in the middle. And now we're going to take that trim and glue it all the way around our circle. I'm still using my small glue gun because I ran out of big glue sticks, and I have a whole lot of these small glue sticks. I thought I might as well use them up. That is my new theme for this year, is use what I have, because I have a lot of stuff. So then we're going to trim that off when we are done. Throw those hair foam rollers back in there, strip of hot glue, and tuck that right in there tight. We just made a sleeve with an arm. Same thing on the other side, some hot glue along that hair foam roller and tuck it all in there. Now we're going to take another hair foam roller. This is a little bit of a thicker one. And again, I'm removing the wires. And now we're going to take those two wires that we have, and we're going to cut the ends off of one end each at first. Throw it back in there, add some hot glue to keep it in place, making sure we have a little bit of wire poking out so we can attach our hands later. Same thing on the other side. Throw your wire in there, making sure you have some poking out. And then we're just going to bend them so that we can curve them together. It is a little too long to use the loops that are already there, so I did cut a little bit off and then just bend it. Put a little loop on each end and pinch them together. Then we're just going to attach that to our top of our pool noodle. So it's just kind of on the top there, slightly at the back, and then wrap around the sides. A little bit of hot glue right at the back. And I'm going to put just a, excuse me, a little bit of hot glue right at the back of him to tack down his coat a little bit so it doesn't stick straight out. Now we're going to use a 9-inch circle. This one I'm just going to cut straightly in half. Then fold it in half again. Add some hot glue, good side to good side, making us a little rounded triangle. This is one of the easiest ways I find to make coats and hats, is just the circle method. I love it. It's one of my favorites. So then we'll turn that right side out, and we're going to make another piece of trim. Sorry, I got low down again, but we're doing the same thing we did for the coat, and we're just hot gluing one side, tacking it down, and then the other side so they meet in the middle. This piece is 2 by 19 inches. And we're going to do the same thing and just glue it all around the bottom of our triangle there. And when we get to the end, we're just going to attach it to itself there and then just trim off our excess. So just keep going all the way around till you meet up with the beginning of it. A little bit of hot glue. And then trim it off. Little polyfill in there. Next, we are taking a little bit of a fatter hair foam roller here, and I'm going to cut those 2.5 inches long. And then we're going to take 2 pieces of black plush blanket there and cut it into 3 by 2.5 inch pieces. Add a strip of hot glue and roll our hair foam roller up in that, finishing up with some hot glue again. Trim off any extra if you do have any. We're going to take a wooden skewer now and stick that right in there, trimming it off just so we have some sticking out the end to attach it to our pool noodle. A little bit of hot glue on there. Make sure it's attached. And then we will just poke those directly in front of our gnome. Little hot glue. Again, poke it in there. And once you're happy with where it is, just pull it out a little ways and add some hot glue again to the stick. I usually give it a little twist just to make sure it's nice and in there. Now we're just going to finish off the sleeves of his coat. So I'm just going to add some hot glue and glue the two pieces together there, just so it looks more finished. Next, I am taking just a cardboard tube. This is from the inside of aluminum foil, and it's about 1 inch across, and we're going to cut them so they are 1 inch long as well. So we've got a 1 inch by 1 inch piece about there. Trim any extra little pieces off. And now I'm taking some, these are two little, they're like round capsules that you can buy from Amazon. I'll leave a link in the comments. And I'm just going to glue those to some craft foam and then the cardboard pieces right beside it. Or cardboard two pieces there. And then we're just going to trim all the way around those. Sorry, I did it low out of the camera again, but you guys know how to trim around a booty. Now we're going to take two pieces of the red fabric again, and this is 2 by 6.5. A strip of glue along the top end, attach your booty, and then strip of glue all along the bottom, and just roll it up nice and tight. Finish it off with some hot glue once again. A little extra on there, just making sure it's all the way nice and tight. Trim off any extra. Little hot glue right on top of that little ball and on the front of the tube, and then we're going to put some glue on the inside of the tube as well, and just tuck all your fabric right inside it. Same thing with our other one. A little bit of hot glue right along the bottom. Attach your little booty there and roll it up. Finish it off with hot glue and trim it off. Hot glue along the top, and then we're going to put hot glue on the inside and tuck it all in. Now we're going to attach those to our legs that we already attached to him. A little bit of hot glue will help. Make sure they're on there nice and tight. A little bit of hot glue right in the booty. You can put it on the booty or on the leg, it's either or. Now we are going to cut his beard. I cut about a 4 by 3 triangle here. Just attach that with some hot glue right to the front of him, right at the top. And then I cut some little strips of just kind of old teardrop shape, maybe? I don't know what you call that. Just for some beard that we're going to attach right in the front as well. So just kind of at an angle right at the top front there, just to have him hanging down. Give him a nice little mustache. See, I just kind of tilted it down. And now back to our Gorilla Gel Glue here. Especially when you're dealing with polymer clay, this is like my favorite glue to use. So this is a polymer clay nose that I've made previously. I'll leave a link in the comments on how to make noses and hands. And we're going to just attach that right to the front of our guy, right in between his mustache there, just a little above it. Some hot glue all along the top of him now to attach our hat. Make sure it's pressed down firmly all around. And now our polymer clay is all out of the oven, so we're going to start putting that all together. So now we're going to pull out some UV resin, and I'm just going to put a little bit of that in my plastic cup, realizing now, oh my goodness, I didn't put my gloves on, so grab some gloves quick. And then I just put a little bit, I just dipped this one skewer in some brown paint. That's all I did, is dipped it in, and now I'm stirring that into my UV resin, making sure it's nice and stirred in there. And then we're just going to do a little bit at a time here. We're going to pour a little bit in at first, just to get it started, and then hold our light on. So we're going to do this a few times, just we can't do too thick of layers here. So add a little bit. Trying to make sure all those noodles are covered so they at least look wet, even if they're kind of poking out. If they look wet is our main thing. So I even made sure and got the ones that are hanging on the chopsticks so they look wet as well. Just getting it all around in there. Take out my little skewer here just to kind of move it around if I need to. And then the light again. Making sure it's hard. And then I added my top layer here. Making sure everything is covered. And our light one last time. Next, we're going to glue our Gnome down. So we're going to put him right in front of his bowl so that his chopsticks will reach the bowl. A little of our Gorilla Gel glue to attach our hands now. Some Gorilla Gel glue to attach our table to our base here. And then some Gorilla Gel glue again to attach our bowl to the table. Well, there he is. Our little ramen noodle gnome is all done. I am so happy with how he turned out. I just love this little guy. I think he's so cute. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this tutorial. I'd love to hear from you guys. And thanks again for watching and supporting and continuing to support my channel. I am so grateful. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. And until our next creation, love to all.